This is the Idiot's Compendium, a list of stupid things for March 2021. On March 1st, 1912, the first parachute jump from a moving plane was performed. Albert Berry jumped from a Benoist pusher biplane at 1,500 feet and landed safely at Jefferson Barracks, Missouri. He fell 400 feet before his parachute opened. The year before, Captain Berry was acquitted on charges of his involvement in the lynching of suspected murderer Zach Walker in Westchester, Pennsylvania. He was believed to have been a member of a 5,000-person mob that either executed or witnessed the lynching. It is rumored that Grant Morton had successfully jumped from a Wright Model B plane over Venice, California, the year before. On March 4th, 1994, the movie The Chase premiered in 1,644 theaters. The movie starred Charlie Sheen as convict Jack Hammond and his not-so-unwilling hostage as they led cops and the media on a chase from L.A. to Tijuana. Featured in the film were popular musicians Henry Rollins, Anthony Kiedis, and bassist Flea. The movie's tagline read, "Getting there is twice the fun." On March 12, 1951, the first Dennis the Menace comic strip appeared in 16 newspapers, 3 days before creator Hank Ketcham's birthday on March 14th. Ketcham was born in 1920 in Seattle, Washington. He received a Reuben Award for the comic strip, an award given to outstanding cartoonists by the National Cartoonist Society. Ketcham died in 2001 in Carmel, California. On March 15th, 1493, Christopher Columbus returned to Spain after his first voyage to the Americas. Columbus had sailed since he was a small boy. He believed that the Earth was much smaller than was believed at the time and thought that it was possible to reach Asia, specifically Japan, by sailing west, avoiding the treacherous trade routes that had been established around the Horn of Africa. Columbus never actually set foot on the American continent. Instead, he traveled and explored the islands of the Caribbean. He left 29 fellow seamen in what today is known as Haiti. He brought back with him a handful of slaves and a small amount of gold. Columbus became famous for his voyage and returned to the Caribbean 2 more times before his death in 1506, still believing he had found a shorter route to Asia. On March 20th, 1969, Beatles member John Lennon and artist Yoko Ono were married at the registry office in Gibraltar. The couple often combined advocacy with performance art such as bagism, where they satirized prejudice by wearing bags over their entire bodies. Ono earned some controversy in the Jewish community after stating at a press conference that, if I was a Jewish girl in Hitler's day, I would approach him and become his girlfriend. After 10 days in bed, he would come to my way of thinking. The Beatles broke up the following year in 1970. On March 31st, 1918, daylight saving time went into effect for the first time in the United States. The first man to propose the idea of daylight saving time was New Zealander George Hudson, an entomologist. It's rumored that the reason for his proposal was so that he could have more daylight after work hours to hunt bugs. In 1784, Benjamin Franklin published a satirical essay titled An Economical Project. In this essay, he wrote that he had accidentally left his curtains open and that the summer sun was waking him up, and so we should change the time. He argued that in the summer, if we woke up earlier and spent less time awake at night by candlelight, we could save more candle wax. Daylight saving time was later used during periods of World War II to conserve resources. Today, only 2 states do not observe the time change at 2 a.m. on March 14th, Hawaii and most of Arizona. None of the information used on the Idiot's Compendium has been fact-checked, nor is it recommended for public use. Thanks for listening, and don't be stupid.